Imagine getting reincarnated into a magical fantasy world, but instead of a legendary hero class or a powerful battle mage, the system hands you the absolute bottom of the barrel, a trash alchemist. You're supposed to be mixing basic healing salves for copper coins and getting laughed out of the Adventurers Guild. But what if you realize your useless skill can break down anything, from toxic weeds to monster guts, and synthesize overpowered reality-bending elixirs? Welcome to Trash Alchemist, the first addictive installment in Kane Thorne's The Trash Alchemist series. If you love creative crafting loops, the trash to OP trope, and the sheer unadulterated dopamine hit of outsmarting the system with a mortar and pestle, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in progression fantasy, blending methodical alchemy, clever meta-breaking, and the awe-inspiring thrill of turning literal garbage into god-tier gear. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist realizing their seemingly hopeless plight in a world that values raw combat power above all else. Cast out by the elite and relegated to the lowest ranks, they are forced to scavenge the dregs of the world just to survive. The atmosphere is a brilliant mix of gritty, low-fantasy survival and the deeply satisfying, methodical loop of gathering trash materials. Thorne excels at making the mundane act of alchemy feel like high-stakes tactical warfare, turning every discarded bone, poisonous mushroom, and broken sword into a potential game-changer. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly logical, deeply crunchy progression system and the spectacular creative crafting trope. This isn't just about following a recipe, it's about exploiting the system's mechanics, reverse engineering monster biology, and pushing the boundaries of what alchemy can do. Watching the protagonist min-max his craft, create absurdly powerful buffs and devastating chemical explosives, and completely shock arrogant, high-tier adventurers who thought he was a joke is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the fizzing of volatile potions, the bubbling of rare reagents, and the deafening boom of alchemical explosions to life, making every crafted item feel like a massive victory. But beyond the stats and the crafting, the soul of Trash Alchemist lies in its characters and the hilarious underdog dynamics of the crew. The protagonist isn't just a lone wolf in a lab. His bizarre, overpowered concoctions quickly attract a beautifully dysfunctional found family of outcasts, misfits, and quirky companions who are just as underestimated as he is. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his friends watch him casually brew a potion that defies the laws of physics. Their unbreakable trust in him provides the emotional grounding needed when the world's elite start taking notice of the trash class that's suddenly outperforming them. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing is utterly breathless. A massive high-stakes dungeon dive or a brutal guild confrontation forces the protagonist to unleash the full, terrifying potential of his trash alchemy. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming chemical firepower, and raw, unadulterated ingenuity. He doesn't just survive the encounter, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical alchemical combo to turn the enemy's greatest strength into a fatal weakness. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the world isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one with the best recipes. Trash Alchemist is a triumph of the LitRPG and crafting fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Kane Thorne has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the meta with a cauldron and a lot of garbage. Plug in your headphones, check your reagent pouch, and join the protagonist. The system called him trash, but he's about to brew up